What's up, guys, girls, and urns? Apologies for my nasal and disgusting voice. I've been sick for the last couple days, but if I go any longer with uploading, I think that YouTube will just delete my channel for me, so this is where we're at. Anyways, Globed is a pretty cool mod. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. I mean, what was that? It was 4,000 people. 4,000 people are on this right now. It's the middle of the day. It's 2 p.m. Although in Europe, it's like 9 p.m., but whatever. And Globed has this feature where you can see the most popular levels. So I wanted to go through some of these today and just talk about them because some of these levels are... I don't get why they're so popular. So here's our list, and let's just go through it. Let's just go through from the top. Turn off voice chat. So this is random processing. Everybody knows this level. In recent times, random levels seem to have been making somewhat of a comeback somehow. I don't really know what happened. These were really popular like a year ago, but then I thought the world kind of got bored of them, but now it's back. I suspect Nepesta making a video on it helped. But yeah, I guess people just remembered that these levels exist. If you are not enlightened and don't know what random processing is, it's basically just blast processing. You know, the official level, except all of the, like, game mode transition portals are random. You could see that I am a UFO now instead of a wave. Now, I gotta say something about this, because this random processing is a false god. This is not the real random processing, okay? I made a video, I don't know if it was on these levels or just inspired by them, but I played the original random processing. And the original random processing only randomizes your game mode. This one randomizes your size as well, which is not how it works. I also don't think the original randomized your game mode at the start. I think you were always a cube at the start until the drop of blast processing. So yeah, I could sort of see.
You know what I'd like to see? You hitting that subscribe button, baby! Yeah! Because MC's demolished 200k, and now we're setting our sights on 300k. Let's go!
All right, back to Globed. So yeah, I could sort of see why this is so popular, because honestly, these random game mode levels are kind of fun to just mash yourself at for a bunch of hours, especially with friends. I did a stream with Tried not too long ago, like a week ago, where we kind of just did that. We were trying to beat a bunch of random game mode levels on Deathlink, and honestly, I'd like to do that again. We were talking about maybe doing it this weekend, but I'm sick. But yeah, I understand why this level is so popular, because it's like slop, right? Like, it's like a slop level, but I understand why people play it, because it's kind of fun. It's kind of fun to just mash yourself at the level and see what happens. So next up we have GD Gangster Rap. At the time of recording, this is the current event level. This came out on April Fool's Day. Although, I'm not gonna lie, I'm surprised that this level is still so popular on Globed, because usually, okay, so whenever like a new weekly or daily or event level comes out, it'll usually be pretty popular on Globed for a bit, but I mean, it's been, you know, 5 days since this level came out, so I'm kind of surprised that this level is still so popular. But yeah, I get why this one is still popular. I guess that's the thing. It is still the current event level, because now that the NCS event is over, there's not like a constant stream of new event levels. So yeah, I understand why this one is so popular. I guess I actually may as well try to beat this. I beat it in the event, like the event version, but this is like the regular level version, so... Should I delete my channel? Should I just uninstall this game, bro? Oh well. Next. Oh yeah, this one's here. Alright, do I even need to explain this level? I mean, it's like the most popular, like, level in the game's history. It's not really surprising that it's here. I'm pretty sure Bloodbath has had a place on the most popular Globe, like, tab since Globe came out. Bloodbath really is just, like, insane. It's insane just how popular it is just from, like, notoriety alone. Because, like, at face value, you wouldn't expect this to be on here, right? It's an extreme demon from 1.9. But it's, like, it's just, like, the most historic, like, level ever. And another thing that I think is really funny, too, about this being on here is that, like, 98% of the people who are playing this in Globed, like, they're either cheating or they're not getting past, like, this first ship part, which I think is very funny. But, hey, you know what? It's Bloodbath, so I guess we'll just throw ourselves at the first part a bunch of times, because it's Bloodbath. But yeah, not a whole lot to say about this one, because you already knew why this level was on here before I even, like, entered it. Let's be real. I'm so washed, bro. I beat this level like a while ago. I'm so bad. All right, now for the first level on this list that I don't understand why it's so popular. So Future Funk, like Bloodbath, has basically been guaranteed a position on like the top 5 most popular Globe levels since the mod came out. It's always near the top of the list. And I just don't get it. Like, I guess it's a cool level. Like, it looks visually cool. I don't really like some of the gameplay, but it looks visually cool. But here's my thing. Globed is a multiplayer mod, right? Which means, to me, the main appeal is being able to see other players. So why is an XL level so popular? You notice how there's no players on my screen right now? I mean, look at the progress bar. There's someone not too far ahead of me, but I'm not gonna see them for a little bit. Oh, there they are, but I just died, so now I don't get to see them. You see people at the beginning, right? And that's like it. You see people at the beginning, and that's it. After the first couple of parts, it'll have thinned out, and you'll probably be alone. I don't know, man. Like, I don't think this level is fun enough to be so high, and it's also so long that you probably aren't going to be with other people for very long, which kind of defeats the point of a multiplayer mod, I think. That's just how I feel. I would love to hear the Future Funk defenders, if there are any, explain why this level is so popular on Globed. On Globed specifically. If you just like Future Funk, that's fine. I just don't know why it's so popular on Globed specifically, bro. I don't get it. So this is a new entry. This is Colin's version of the Secret Hollow from his April Fool's update. I'm not really sure why this is on Globed. Like, it's a cool level, but I'm not sure why it's so popular. I don't know why. I wouldn't have expected it to be, you know, one of the top levels, but I mean, hey, good job, Colin. Yeah, he got a bunch of people to make like modified versions of all of the tower levels for April Fool's Day, and this is the version of the Secret Hollow. Not a whole lot to say. It's a very cool level, and for what it's worth, the boss fight at the end is actually pretty difficult. I also turned on name tags in case, you know, anybody in this level ends up watching this video and they're like, oh, look, I see myself. Because, you know, I mean, that's free engagement, so, I mean, I'm not complaining. There he is. There's the man himself. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie, this boss fight is actually low-key pretty difficult. It would give the Curse Thorn a run for his money, that's for sure. It also breaks, like, typical video game logic, because you have to hit this guy, like, 6 times instead of 3, so... Oh! I do get why this level actually is probably up on this, like, the most popular Globe tab still. Because even though the video that Colin made on these was on April Fool's Day, he actually don't think he released the levels until yesterday, or maybe the day before yesterday. I'm not 100% sure, but it was pretty recent. So I guess it makes sense that people are probably still playing these for the first time. GG. Yeah, so I get why people are probably still playing this. Wasn't released too long ago. I don't think it's a great Globed level because of... I don't want to say it's long, because it's not really a long level, but it's just, I don't know. I feel like the early parts you're probably going to blitz through, and I feel like having a bunch of people in the boss fight part just kind of makes it hard to tell what's going on, but I guess I could see the appeal in watching everybody struggle together, even if you can't see what's happening to them, so very good. Nice work, Colin. God, bro. Do not get a sinus infection, guys. I know it's probably not a choice that anybody would ever make, but I'm just telling you. Just don't do it. If you can avoid it, I definitely think you should. That's my pro tip. Anyways, next up is I Spy with My Little Eye. So this is another level that I think is in a similar situation to Bloodbath, except instead of being on here because it's like notable, it's on here because it's like trendy. I don't think I Spy with My Little Eye is particularly like historic or like notably important in the game's history or anything. I think that this level just got really, really popular, and that's why people are playing it, because I don't think it has anything to do with it being a fun experience on Globe particularly. I think people just really like this level, so they're gonna get on Globe and they're all gonna play it, which, like, I mean, it's fine. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm not gonna say that any of these levels, like, don't deserve to be on the Globe most popular list, except Future Funk. I don't think that one deserves to be there. Yeah, I guess I understand why this level's on here, though. I mean, people just like the level, so they're gonna play it. I do wonder, though, yeah, like, a lot of these people haven't beaten it, so it's not, like, entirely just, like, people that have already beaten it that are just replaying it for fun. I guess that a lot of people, like, know at this level and like it, but haven't beaten it, so they are just legitimately trying to beat it. So, to that I say, good luck, guys. I think I beat this because it was in a gauntlet or something, but I haven't beaten it normally, and I don't really care enough to. Next up is Ore Clicker. I've never heard of this level, but I can take a wild guess what it is. Yeah, so this level's just like, it's one of the cookie clicker type levels. Like, it's not exactly like that, but like, I thought these levels were cool when they initially came out. I feel like the concept is kind of overdone now. I feel like we've got a lot of these guys. I feel like there's a lot of these levels now, and I feel like they've sort of run their course. The thing I hate about these levels too is that, like, I know, like, they all follow the same formula and pattern, but I just can't help myself but trying to beat them whenever I play them, bro. Oh my god, I'm gonna explode. Yeah, this is a great way to recover from an illness, I think. I think it's playing Ore Exchange or Ore Clicker, or I don't even remember what this level is called, bro. This is gonna be the rest of the video, dude. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, I'm stuck. I'm locked in. This is a trap and I fell for it. Oh my god. Me and these other poor wayward souls, bro. Alright. Back to the video. So, next up is a layout version of Bloodlust. Start pause. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say this isn't actually Bloodlust. This seems notably easier given by the fact that I can do it. Yeah, I don't know. There's just something about Globe. Like, people love to play difficult levels on here, or versions of difficult levels. I understand the appeal of, like, easier versions of Extremes, because it's like, oh, you know, you want to get something similar to the experience of Bloodlust, but, like, you're not actually good enough to beat Bloodlust. And, like, I empathize with that, because I'm bad at video games. But yeah, this is certainly a choice, I guess. I think layouts in general are just very appealing on Globe. It's because, you know, it's nice and easy to tell what's going on. Right? Nice and easy to tell what's going on, and you can just hang out with all your globed friends. So I mean, that's cool. I think that that's fair. Again, though, this level's XL, so I mean, I don't know. I mean, it actually is still somewhat difficult. It's obviously not Bloodlust difficulty, but I mean, like, yeah, it's still difficult. It's just not Bloodlust difficult. But yeah, interesting choice, I suppose. Oh, man. Okay. So this is a level called Many Fun Rooms Await. This type of level is just really popular in general, just like the various segmented rooms. How-to platformer is probably one of the more popular examples of this genre of level. This one's only a medium demon though, so this probably won't be that hard. It'll probably just be kind of long, but I don't know if I can be bothered to beat this right now. That may sound ironic from the guy who just spent 35 minutes playing a clicker level, but shut up. Okay, I don't think I really need to explain this one. I mean, Nine Circles is also in a similar position to Bloodbath. It's just a really notable level, really well-known level. If anything, I understand this one more than Bloodbath because it's only a hard demon, so it's, like, infinitely more accessible to players. At least it's much more in the realm of possibility to beat it. I mean, so I get this one. Although, we're getting to the point where they're not, like, mega popular on the Globe list. There's probably only, like, 15, 20 people in here. So you will notice that there are no people by me right now. There's also a couple people pause near the beginning. That's something too that I see happen a lot in Globe levels, is there always be like this influx of people that are just paused at the beginning of a level, and they just hang out there forever. Although, you know something that I haven't seen while recording this video, at least if I did see it, I didn't notice it. There's usually always people in classic levels in Globe that are cheating and are like in platform mode on a classic level, but I haven't seen that. So, and now we have the level itself. This one is perhaps the best example so far of, I don't know why this is like popular on Globe specifically. I guess people just hop, you know what it actually might be? I actually didn't think about this. I think it's probably that people just are unglobed, like in general, and they're just always unglobed, and then they just happen to play levels unglobed. Because this level doesn't really make sense to play unglobed, because it's so long that you will basically never see anybody once you're past like the first 100 rooms. But I mean, you know, this level's certainly a level, so I mean, This is probably one of the most infamous 2.2 levels up to this point, I can't lie. There's a couple people in here who have already beaten this level, other than me. There's 2 people in here that have beaten this level that are playing it again. God bless you, I guess. Well, enough on this classic, The Nightmare. Part of me has to wonder how many people playing this are going for their first demon. Dude, 12%, 49%, 90%. Dude, oh my god, bro. Good luck on your first demon, guys. This is crazy. Wow, that was insane that I just did that. Well, again, I think that this is also kind of this also kind of goes without saying. It's one of the most popular levels like ever in GD, and it's like the quintessential like first demon for a lot of people. It wasn't for me. My first demon was actually the Lightning Road. If there's any other Lightning Road first demon completers out there, let me know in the comments. The Nightmare gets all the credit, I feel like, for being the greatest like first like demon for people, but I mean, Lightning Road kind of my goat, I can't lie. And I've just noticed based on the progress bar that I am the furthest ahead. So, yeah, I really don't know if these people are struggling, or if they're just cheating, or maybe they're just messing around at the beginning of the level for fun. I really do think it's funny that in the modern age of GD, with, like, how many mods and stuff there are, and how, like, common mods are, I definitely think it is possible that some people are going for this as their first demon, and they're just playing on Globed as well, which I think is very funny. Alright, well, thank you guys very much for watching. If you guys did enjoy that, I'm sorry that you had to put up with my voice. Hopefully this will be better soon. I would love it to be better soon. Special thanks to all the channel members, including Gato, Invdu, Gabriel555 Ty, Your Average Furry, Ghosty, Kingdom of Red Pandia, and the Stupid IDOT. Thank you guys very much for all the support. It means the absolute world to me. You guys keep me going even when the world tries to pull an April Fool's joke on me. So I appreciate it greatly. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys in the next video.